Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey and Daytona, Florida. So this is just a quick recap of 2024 and a little insight on what's to come for 2025. 2024 has been an amazing year. Like, we've gone through so much, we've grown so much, we've expanded, opened up our new shop here in Daytona, Florida in 2024. There's future expansion planned. Things have gone better than I could have hoped for. We had a really good 2024, and it's largely because the effort that I've put into building my company and my brand, and also the people that I'm naming. Everybody that I'm about to name on this list has had a huge impact and helped me push my company further in 2024. Honestly, I wouldn't be where I am without people like these behind me. There's people that believe in me as a person and NVS Audio as a brand. So I'd like to give special thanks to Joe Levy, Thunderball Marketing, Cicada Audio, Marty, Forrest, and Larry. This is a brand that we've helped them grow and they've helped us grow as well. And there's a lot of reasons behind it. Goes way past the product. It is, out of all the companies that we deal with, they're probably the company I have the most communication with and input on things that are done with the brand and things they could do differently. Like, I've never dealt with a company that has implemented changes and made changes in their designs from stuff that we've discussed that I felt would make it better for the motorcycle audio industry. I deal with a lot of great companies, but these guys are super responsive. They listen to what their dealers have to say and they make changes accordingly, and that's why they've grown so fast in the past few years. And being able to use stuff that they've put in place has helped us grow as a company. HKI, Sound Digital, Diago, and Elias. Everybody knows that I've been using Sound Digital amplifiers for years. They keep innovating, making them more powerful and smaller, and just makes our job easier. And then outside of product, Diego and his team have done stuff that has helped my company grow as well. They've shipped me stuff to do product development, and they've accepted my input on a lot of products that they're building or plan on building, and it's helped me grow my company. It's a company that's been around for a while and listens to its dealers, and it's involved in the motorcycle audio community. So it's not just this is just the way we're going to do it, cookie cutter, and this is what it is, take it or leave it. That's not their approach, and it makes a huge difference. Larry from Specialty Marketing. Larry and I, we share a birthday. Our birthday is January 22nd. Larry's been a huge help for me over the past few years, not just the last year. He's helped me through difficult times. So he's more than just a sales rep, he's a friend. And then he helps me make the numbers work. I'll leave it at that. Rob over at Limitless Batteries, another company that's made changes. So we've been using their batteries a lot more in the past year because of some changes that they've recently made, especially in the V3 battery from Limitless, that helps, and now it's a direct drop-in fit. Their warranty service has been phenomenal. Their failure rate has been super low, and we wouldn't be where we are today without them as a partner. Rusty from DC Audio. We don't do a lot of competition bikes, so I reach out to Rusty for other stuff that has nothing to do with it. We bounce ideas off each other. He lets me know stuff that he's working on, stuff that's going to be coming up in the future. He's an excellent business partner, and this relationship has worked well. Chris Lowe from Garage Bagger Stereo has literally helped me since day one that I started in motorcycle audio. He reached out to me to give me a helping hand after seeing one of my videos, without asking for anything in return, purely just to help me and make me better. And the relationship's been great ever since. We need more people like Chris in the industry. Tim Nagy from Nagy's Customs. Tim reached out before we even knew each other. Tim reached out and did some stuff for me that helped my company grow without me asking. And we've been excellent partners ever since. We speak when we get on the phone. It's going to be an hour, 2 hour conversation. Super great guy. He's been hurt in the past by some of his partnerships. He hasn't let that get him down. He's re-innovated himself, and he cares more about the industry than most of the people involved in the industry. He'll send me a prototype. I'll tell him it's good to go and go to market, and he'll keep at it and add 5 more revisions past the one that I thought was marketable, just to make it better because it's got his name on it. One of the big problems with Tim is he never says no. So somebody will ask him to build something one-off that he knows he's going to lose money on. He knows it's only one piece he's going to build. He knows it's not going to go forward from there, and he doesn't anyway, even though he doesn't have the time or resources. He's just that guy. Tim's not the type to say no to anybody, and it sucks because sometimes it hurts him. But I wouldn't be where I'm at today without Tim on my side. We've worked on a lot of stuff together, just like the rings for the 2024. And his product has helped me streamline my process, so it helps the environment be safer and more productive using his products. And I thank you for everything that you do, Tim. Keith Doobie. Can't say enough about Keith. Keith started as a client a few years ago, and then we became business partners, and he takes an idea and he runs with it. He's willing to try anything once. He wants to build products to make the industry better. He says, if there's anything you can think of, just call me, send me over some schematics. I'm going to build it, whether it works or not. Let's see if we can make it work. That's the kind of guy that he is. If you need something special done, just reach out to him. He's invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in just the past 12 months to improve his company and to build more products for the industry and to prototype more stuff. The guys over at DB Drive Euphoria Expert. That's Austin, Ernie, and Fernando. These guys have been great. They've been excellent brand ambassadors. They've helped me. They've put together programs for me, custom programs that make sense for us and make sense for them as a brand. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am now today. I want to thank them. The team over at Hertz Audison Electromedia. Rob Wimpy, Lord Phil, and Chris McNulty. So I've been a Hertz dealer for 2 decades now. I've been with them since before I was anybody in the industry, and they've helped me grow as a company. Rob Wimpy has personally done stuff for me that nobody in the industry has. He's done stuff for me when he didn't have to, and he took a chance with me. He saw potential in me, and it's helped my company grow. I will be Hertz Audison Electromedia dealer for life. As long as they're around, I will always be a dealer, and there's personal reasons for that. And it goes beyond loyalty. Plus, I love the brand, I trust the brand, I believe in the brand, just like the brand believes in me. So I just want to thank you guys for helping me get my company to where it is today. Ryan Klein at Diamond Audio. My relationship with Diamond Audio started pretty rocky because of some immature comments I've made in the past in some of my videos. They were able to look past it and reach out to me. We were able to talk and discuss stuff, and they accepted my input on some of the stuff they bring to market. I've reevaluated my position with their products and my company, and it's worked out really well for me. We're doing really well with the new Diamond Audio head units. Ryan and his team are on top of stuff. Whatever the problem is, they address it. And Ryan is hands-on. He's in the bay. So if there's an issue, we can normally walk through it in 10 to 15 minutes, because I get a lot of tech support calls and people that feel confident calling me directly instead of calling them. And I like to stay in the loop. I like to stay relevant in all the newer product, and Ryan helps me do that. So I'm glad that our relationship between NVS Audio and Diamond Audio has been repaired, and Ryan is a huge asset. It's somebody I'm glad I have in my corner if I have to reach out. Ronnie from Soundstream. Soundstream's a brand that I never thought that I would carry, only because of the stigma on the product from the car audio side. It doesn't have a great name on the car audio side, but on the motorcycle audio side, they've done the complete opposite. So when they came out with the head unit, I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be a good head unit. I thought it was going to have all the pitfalls that their car audio head units have. Ronnie assured me that it wasn't, and he was right. I was very skeptical when I first tested the units. Now they had me on their team to help with product development. There's a bunch of stuff that we've been working on in secret that will come out in 2025, and it's just not Harley related. But Ronnie is one of the best people in the industry I've ever worked with. He's a man of his word. When he says something, it is what it is. And there's some stuff that I don't want to discuss, but Ronnie made me a promise. And when we had a incident, he took care of it like he said he would. He is a man of his word, and I will support his company, and I'm glad that we're partners. And his company has helped me get to where I'm at in 2024. Ava from Avox Electronics, DJ from DAS, Kevin Holden from AD Audio. AD Audio is amazing. We've been a dealer for years, and it's one of the best decisions I ever made for my company. My all-star students. These are guys that have come to the shop to train, and it's made a difference in their business and me. I've figured out that helping other people helps me as well. But these are guys that have taken what I've showed them and ran with it and made their companies bigger and better. So of course, Wayne from Audio Solutions in Mississippi, with his guys Mike and Jesus. Brandon, the owner of Davidson Audio in Panama City, Florida. Steve Newcomb from Chicago, Will from Arizona, and of course Madge from NSV Electronics in Canada. I've had a lot of good students, but these guys are rock stars. They stick out in my head. We speak on almost a daily basis, and watching them grow the motorcycle audio portion of their company has just been mind-blowing. These guys are rock stars. Of course, my team. Without my NVS audio team, I am absolutely nothing. I've built a machine with a lot of moving parts, and it requires a lot of effort and dedication, loyalty on their part. So some of the people on the list are no longer in the building with us, but they will forever be part of the NVS audio team. And these are people that help me build my company. So of course we have Leo. He takes care of all the shipping, inventory, all the wire harnesses. Pee-wee's a master fabricator. Pee-wee's a badass when it comes to building stuff. Kyle is also a fabricator, and Kyle is really, really good at tuning. I've never seen somebody pick up the ability to tune as fast as Kyle has. Saul's also really, really good at tuning. He learned to tune really, really fast. Chris no longer lives in New Jersey. He lives in California. He comes by to visit whenever he can. But Chris is a rock star. Chris is one of the best employees I ever had. He learns really, really fast. Chris has a degree in electronics, so he's got a technical background. Just the way his mind works is amazing. Josh started as a train wreck, but Josh has improved so much in the past 12 months. Josh actually runs my Florida location for me. Rob probably has the most experience out of all of my techs. He runs the St. George Avenue location. Rob's really good at troubleshooting. Rob's definitely my fastest technician. Rob is a rock star. He can do it all. He could sell, he could install. He's out of everybody on the team, he's the best at doing remote starts, which is a huge asset, especially now in the winter. Daniel's only been in the country for a few years. English is Daniel's biggest barrier as a technician, but once he learns something, it's learned. He takes pride in his work. He works really, really well. Pancho's responsible for keeping the shop clean, and it might not sound like it's an important job, but it really is, because it increases everybody else's efficiency when they have a nice clean work area to work in. Plus, he makes sure all the clients' vehicles are clean before they leave out. Alan has been with me going on 2 decades. Alan doesn't work at the shop anymore, but if I ever need him, he's only a phone call away. And this company definitely wouldn't be where it is without Alan's help and support over the years. Tim Boland. I started at NVS Audio, and Tim was my only employee. So Tim has definitely helped me get this company up off the ground in the beginning. It was a lot of long hours, and Tim was there for me. Same thing with Damien. Damien's one of the original employees. Damien is a really great fabricator. He's got a very technical mind. Damien's definitely one of the top 10 employees I've ever had, and I consider him a friend. Angry Rob was there at the beginning, first 5 years when I started NVS Audio. Then he went off and opened his own company, Rems Audio, did really well with that. Sad to say, Rob was diagnosed with cancer. He's been fighting cancer for a few years now. Makes me sad, but he's pushing through. He's got a beautiful daughter. Rob's a great guy, one of the most talented installers I've ever worked with, and an all-around great person. I pray for him and his family, and I hope he makes it through this. Mr. Wonderful. Mr. Wonderful started as a client and quickly became a friend of the shop and a friend of my family personally. A lot of people don't realize that Mr. Wonderful is in IT. He does computers at his full-time job, and he probably puts more time into motorcycle audio than some of the people that do it for a living. He got himself MECP certified, MECP advanced certified, and MECP master certified, just to prove he could do it. He's a really, really good tuner. He's learned how to tune over the years. He helps a lot of people online, and if you call me for help tuning, I'm probably gonna refer you to him, because I just don't have the time to spend 2 hours on the phone helping you get your bike dialed in. So he's the guy who takes care of all that stuff for me. Rich Johnson. I met Rich on the same day that I met Mr. Wonderful. His huge help to my company. If you see an NVS Audio tent at one of these motorcycle audio shows, that means Rich is there. It doesn't mean that I'm there. I do not have time to leave the shop to attend most of these events. Rich attends most of these events, and he'll just come by, grab a couple of bikes, and take them. I trust Rich with everything that I own. Rich has made the transition from New Jersey to Florida super easy for me. Anytime I need anything transported, Rich takes care of it. Any show that I can't be at, Rich is there representing us. Rich is also family. Juan. If you guys have been by the shop, Juan stops by at least 2-3 times a week. Juan is one of my original clients going on 20-30 years. Juan's definitely more family than he is friend. Juan saw potential in me early on, way before a lot of other people did. And it's funny because now he calls me cocky and arrogant. So at first he said I was too humble, now he says I'm too cocky. But Juan is Gio's dad. If you've seen Giovanni in some of the videos, Gio worked for me since he was 14, and he's a huge asset to the company, bright, intelligent young man, and he was with us for a few years. Now he's in the military. Now he's in the Marines. Of course, my wife, Christina. Without her, none of this is possible. Christina is my rock. She is my best friend. She is my biggest fan. It's crazy how much faith this woman has in me, and with her by my side, it makes everything so much easier. Of course, my kids, Carly and Alexandra. This audio stuff takes a lot of time away from my family, and I have 2 great kids that I love, and they're a huge reason why I do what I do and keep pushing to get better. My mom and dad, of course. My dad's not around anymore. He passed a few years ago. But my mom put me in a position to succeed. She made sure that I went to school, made sure I graduated, helped me pay for electronic school, and never looked back. She put me, like she says I did it all on my own, but I definitely didn't. She put me in a position to succeed. All I had to do was work hard at it. And I love my mom. My mom's one of my biggest idols. That's it. Just a few things I want to touch on. 2024 has been a great year. I feel 2025 is going to be even better. We're working on some stuff that should be all coming out in 2025. And there's also some partnerships that are going to come up in 2025. It's going to surprise all you guys. So a lot of guys in the industry, they're in competition with each other and they have to talk bad about each other. We try not to do that here in NVS Audio. I wish everybody well. I honestly don't feel threatened by anybody in the industry because I don't feel people are doing things the way I'm doing them. And people don't realize we don't sell amps and speakers in NVS Audio. We sell a certain type of sound. And we sell us. We sell what we're into. So if we're not competing on product and we're competing on emotion and the relationship that we build with clients, then there's really no competition because only NVS Audio can deliver the NVS Audio sound. When you pick a shop, don't pick the shop over the equipment. Pick the shop over the culture, the way they run the shop, the way they make the bike sound. Because you got to remember, once you spend money with a shop, it's a relationship. You've entered into a marriage, and you want to make sure that you're comfortable with whoever you feel to do business with. It's just a recommendation, makes things easier. I've heard some horror stories about clients spending money with shops and then the shop's not returning their phone call or not doing what they promised they do. Just like you vet a woman before you marry her, I recommend vetting a shop. Talk to their current clients, make sure they're happy. That way, it ensures that after you spend your money, it's a relationship that you wanted to enter into, and hopefully a relationship lasts for years and years. But I think the video's long enough now. I've rambled long enough. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody. Anybody I forgot on the list, I apologize. But 2024 is great. 2025 is going to be even better. I love you guys. Have a great day.